Some neurons in our brain, depending on their function, they have up to 2 million mitochondria per cell. Like, that is a staggering number.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
So when you think about mitochondria being this power plant, and you got to be able to, yes, fuel that power plant. So, right, the carbs, the proteins, the fats, the nutrients. You also have to protect the power plant.
Because they're fragile.
They're so fragile, and they're very sensitive to both internal and external stress. So this is where antioxidants become very important, like NAC, glutathione, hydrogen. Now we have access to hydrogen tablets, just like the smallest molecule can cross the blood-brain barrier and support those up to 2 million mitochondria and protect them from both internal and external stress. But when it comes to mitochondria and cellular health, like you mentioned, endotoxins. That's the number one thing that we have to do is, of course, be able to limit. I don't want people to live in fear.
Right.
That's one of the things I work with my patients is like, look, we can't put you in a bubble.
Yeah.
And you would not like it if you were in a bubble. It's very limiting. But we have to be able to control our controllables. And if that means we limit our alcohol intake or even stop consuming alcohol, right? That's one of the biggest toxins out there. It's legal, it's very social, it's very easy to acquire, but it is very taxing on overall cellular health. The energy demand that goes into then detoxing and supporting detox pathways to clear alcohol, it's enormous. But controlling our controllables, right? From food, from exercise, and the other different stressors that we're exposed to.
What's your favorite way to decrease endotoxin?
Gosh, well, first
we should talk about what is endotoxin, because maybe our viewership might not know.
Right. So endotoxin is anything that can interfere with proper cell signaling. So a lot of toxins out there, mold, heavy metals, xenoestrogens that are frequently found in both food and cosmetic products, they compete for similar receptors as hormones, as an example. And when you have plethora of these endotoxins in whatever shape or form they enter the body, whether it's from food or cosmetic products or the air that we breathe, water that we drink, it can—
Or infections,
Or
right?
infections, right. Yeah, because actually some of the similar receptors are the same receptors that viruses and bacteria can bind.
Yeah.
And so here you have hormones that are trying to tell the cells what to do to then impact brain function, metabolism, reproductive health, but they're competing with these endotoxins. So what we have to do is get a baseline first, like what kind of endotoxins are we dealing with? Are we dealing with heavy metals? Are we dealing with mold exposure? Are we dealing with potentially petrochemicals? Like what is it that we're dealing with? And then I like to start gentle chelation protocols. So for me, sauna is huge. I mean, your skin is your biggest organ, and it is one of your main detox organs. So sweating is important, gentle binders, optimizing gut health. We want to make sure that people are staying regular. And going back to getting the baseline, it's not just the endotoxins that we're looking at getting the baseline, but we're also looking at gut health, right? And what is potentially contributing to leaky gut, or is, what is potentially contributing to increased gut permeability, which is, yes, leaky gut, but viruses, other pathogens, parasites, which also affect our genetic blueprint.
And then microbiome issues, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a very complex puzzle.
Yeah.
And very individualized.
Very individualized. Like, I don't look at everyone as walking around with this loaded toxic bucket, because I've had patients who, let's say they've had a severe mold exposure, but the rest of their family is fine. So then we have to consider liver detox pathways, the other detox pathways that we have, respiratory, kidney, liver, gut, and genetics, of course. And their overall nutrient status, their overall antioxidant status, things that we can look at and test actually and identify. But I don't throw a bunch of testing at my patients at the first visit. First, it's really important to get the story and identify, hey, what information can we get from the basic
absolutely
baseline? Like blood work, gut test, those are the fundamentals.
Yeah.
At some point, I usually tell my patients, we got to do the gut test anyway,
Yeah.
because it is a road to health. You know, we have to address the gut. But then if we're not feeling better, and it's really a classical sign that someone has potentially a toxin load is, you know, we start them on a really good protocol.
Yeah.
We found out their imbalances. We get them on HRT.
Yeah.
We get them on iron, get their ferritin back up, all these other things that we do, but they're not feeling better.
Yeah.
And that makes me think about what is happening to those receptors and why are they not getting the message?
Right.
And we start exploring deeper.
Toxic exposures. Yeah, that's very interesting. I really love that. And then to your point about gut and circling back to peptides, now that we have peptides available for gut health like KPV and lorazepatide and, you know, BPC-157, and then we have things like butyrate, like we just have so many more tools than we did 10, 15 years ago. So I feel like we can help people faster. At least that's what I'm seeing in my practice.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Instead of it taking years, right, to unfold and chasing one symptom at a time, our clinical toolbox has become so much bigger and deeper that from the more you are in practice and a practicing clinician, the more you see what works, what works better.
You see the patterns.
You see the patterns and you're able to get people better results faster.